following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1.
Welcome in, everybody, to the continuation of Apocalyptic August, as we are in T5 of the Middle Road Energy Uno Tournament of 2025. We have now ventured our way out of the Scorch 64 into the Toxic 32, getting ready here today for a 1 versus 9 matchup. On one side, we've got the 1 seed in VeriGold. On the other side, we've got the 9 seed representing the rookie class in Gone. Gonna be an interesting one here, as this is the second, I should say, of 2 games and the second of 3 games that we're gonna have here today, where our bye individuals from back in the Scorch 64 now get ready to see if they can make one step closer towards the round of 16. And for both individuals here today, a big opportunity, depending on which side they're on, of still being in the conversation for Super League. Let's take a look at coming into this matchup. These two, they've had pretty stellar round of 32s. They've yet to take a loss. 1-0 for the rookie Gone, 6-0, a perfect 6-0 for the 10th ranked VeriGold, who also, coming off that bye here in T5, is going to be going up against a 4-2 winner in Gone back in that round of 64. We saw just moments ago the battle between Mac Johnson and Cody Lamas, and it seemed to be a battle of who had the momentum and who was going to carry it into the matchup. Might be quite a bit of the same here in this matchup. Via the bye, VeriGold, we weren't able to see the résumé come in here into this T5. So here's a look at the season recap, as struggled to get out of the round of 64 back during the first 2 tournaments, but then turned it around on Movie May as he was able to advance into the Final 4 there, and then followed up with another Final 4 appearance in Jackpot June, making him the number 1 seed here in the Tunnel region. Winner of this matchup, they know who they're going to go on to face, as Myth was able to take Arya into a crucial 7th game and come out on top 4-3. Myth waits in the wing for the winner of this matchup in the Swarm 16. And this is our last streamed game of the day. In just a little over 10 minutes, we'll be having some battling in the bunker region as well. Another 1 versus 9 seed, as Vapor will be taking on Brian. The second of our 1 versus 9 seed matchups here today. Let's take you down to the table. We've got Joie as our referee. Charles Sanford joining me here on commentary. And Charles, I know that you're the mathematician. I personally hate math, but if we look at the statistics as far as the percentages coming in, first look at Gold. If he ends up winning this matchup, he's got a 90% chance of getting into Super League. However, if he loses this matchup, he's still got a pretty good 72% chance of getting into the Super League conversation. On the flip side for Gone, a win here 66% chance of getting into Super League. If he loses, he's still above 50% at 54%. So is it a matter here of who wants it more, or is it a matter of what I was saying of who can ride the momentum that both these guys seem to be on coming into T5?
I think it could be a little bit of both, actually. A lot of times with T5, what we've seen with some players is it's play as hard as you need to for as long as you need to. So a lot of it could come down to how safe does Gold feel as that number 10 player coming in. Gone, I don't think he can feel safe, honestly. And you look at, he comes into this one, outside looking in, basically, he was one spot behind Andy in the rankings. I don't think, even if he loses, I don't know if that 54% is enough to make him feel safe if he does. Scheduling is always an issue for him as well. Even not sure if he's going to get this one in today. We'll try our best. So I think from that aspect, it's going to be very interesting to see who comes out firing first, realistically.
With that being said, as you said, we're in a little bit of a time constraint. That's why we started a little bit earlier than originally scheduled. So we're just going to ask one quick question to each individual and then get this best of 7 going. Gold, you're coming in here with back-to-back Final Four appearances, a great opportunity to advance into Super League. I remember in the previous game, I asked Mac Johnson coming off of a bye, how did he approach this game? Did he maybe treat it like a playoff game already in preparation for a Super League matchup? Is that going to be the mindset coming into this one as you get ready to take on Gone? And Gone obviously representing that rookie class really well here. Some great momentum here already in this T5. T4, you had a great run as well. What do we see here as far as your mindset? How aggressive you going to be here, maybe treating this as a must-win series and facing off against the number 1 seed? What is the mindset here for a rookie going on against somebody in the master class? Gold says not going to make any assumptions about being guaranteed in Super League, not going to let this go easy, and I like that mindset, to be honest, Charles. Even if the percentages say, even if you're locked into Super League, in all honesty, I think you still treat it as if it's the very first game, the very first series of T1, and everything is up for grabs. I think that you need to have that mentality so that way you kind of have that dog in you when you eventually make it into Super League.
I think it depends on where you're at. Back in 23, when we came into T5, I was very much in a spot where I didn't have to go as hard. So I tried for the first match, wanted to make sure I was able to kind of foresee who had gone out and all that. And once I knew who was out, then I kind of took the back pedal off a little bit, took it easy in the second round. This go around, I don't think either player's got that luxury. So I do agree. I think not thinking they're guaranteed is a good spot for both players in this particular match.
Gone coming in saying, never feel safe until that Super League place is locked. Even a win here isn't enough for me, aiming to go far. Win this and go into Super League on a win streak. Momentum can be a key difference in this game. Aims to carry that from here all the way to the end. So I think we can safely say both individuals extremely determined as they get ready for this matchup. Again, it's best of 7. First 2 home games go to the highest seed. That would be VeriGold. Next 2 home games would go to Gone, and then 1 apiece. If we go into that crucial Game 7, then the home field advantage would go to Gold. All right, well, Zhao is our referee. He will await as we will see what Gold is going to choose for his initial start, and we're going to start it with, well, lucky or unlucky 13. I guess it depends on whether you're on the winning or losing side of this first game.
The OG send there from Gold, not a terribly big surprise. He usually likes to stay high.
So here we go. We ended up having an upset earlier on today. Cody came in the 7 seed, was able to topple number 2 seed in the zombie region, Mac Johnson. Gone looking for an upset here in the tunnel region as light switch from Gold over into the bow tie yellow 2.
First of many that we'll likely see today. Gold never wanted to shy away from a color swap.
And right on cue, brings it right back to green.
Yep. With that rat and 3, so both 3s out the door already within the first 6 cards.
So interesting, that light switch into yellow and then immediately bringing it back to green. So what do we see in here? Is this trying to, in a sense, kind of fade off and maybe not allow Gone to be able to zero in on a certain color?
It could be a situation of Gold maybe didn't have a whole lot of yellow, saw an opportunity to maybe get back to it. I don't know. It's interesting as we're over now into blue, running it a little bit here.
Yeah, Gone was iced out in green, and Gold will bring it right back to said color here. Number efficiency got Gone off of green into blue, and he doesn't find it here. Gonna have to draw back as well. Gold bails him out, though, as we'll enter into red for the first time.
Yep, Pandora's box now officially open. All 4 colors in play to pure red. We'll see him later on in this round. Hey, and there's me.
We've seen nothing but numbers up at this point. We're starting to get down to that red zone. Gold down to 5. Gone gotta.
I think that's on purpose of your Gold, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because Gold usually likes to save it to the end.
And there you go.
Gone, though, with
answer.
a winning shot.
Stacked +2. So 6 freshies go to Gold. And that flips the table as well. That puts Gone in the possession advantage now.
Goes 1 down this time in the yellow.
Gold's
And
going to try and
Gold with the
negate
switch
some
back.
of those 6 cards he got there with the trips play.
Gone had the answer, though. Right back to yellow.
Ooh.
Gold saved a little bit up, though. That's not a surprise.
Yep. See if Gone has an answer now after getting it back to yellow. Little self-ditto.
Yep, had both yellow ones, gets down to 4. Gold says not too quick.
Defensive or offensive right there, because he establishes it over to blue, which I am assuming is a color he wants, but certainly as well takes away a potential run that Gone could have had.
I think you have to be in that mindset. I think could have been a little bit defensive. It's a little bit early to do that, to only get down to 4, I think, but solid play. Gone could have had to finish, maybe. They both double play, though.
Gold going to continue to run there in blue. One would have to wonder if that was an offensive +4. Does he have another one available? I almost wondered if he might end up having a run there when he was at 4, but still running in the numbers with blue. Gone down to 6, so he's in that red zone potentially as well, though granted we don't know what he got on the return of that +4. Oh.
Little warning shot.
And
gets Gold to draw back, though.
Nice play there with the wild over into the Llamas yellow.
Gone hasn't showcased a KT Classic play, so I would imagine he's got something to play here.
Yeah, to your point.
And he's loading up.
Loading something. Down at 5. Ooh, could this be a finish?
Double
Starts it out
play
with a
with
double
3.
reverse. Little reverse skip meta.
Gold thinks it's game. I kind of would agree, considering, yeah. Oh, he didn't play the wild right. Spacing. Yep. Oh, he got that in quick.
He did. He
Gold
did.
Gold could have called out there.
Could have. Yep. Wow, narrowly avoids one there and Gone. Gonna take this first game in just a little under 4.5 minutes. Gone, I mean, you know, looking at that situation there, a good closeout. The yellow into the green, into the red. We saw you were iced out there on the blue. We saw a little bit of a drawback there. Was there a card that you were able to get on the drawback that allowed you to be able to put that chain together, or was that a lot of stuff that you were saving from the initial start? Gold says, wasn't expecting the screw up into one card at a time, was expecting the 2 to be played at the same time. Yeah, Gold, I mean, I kind of want to go back to that that playing of the +4. I think that Gone was down to, I want to say 4 or 5 cards at the time. You hit him with the +4, you bring it back over to blue. Were you setting up for a finish there at that point, and just the +2s ended up kind of icing you out there at that point? Gon says had a finish when he +4'd him, but got lucky, managed to fit the cards back to his original strat. Okay, so we saw him actually do, I think it was a double play with a skip, so he was able to whittle a couple of those numbers down, and as he said, was able to get back to his original plan. See what Gold answers here is in just a few moments. Gold's going to have the table wide open for the call in his second homestand. Gon switched off the blue, had no more blue cards. Okay, I gotcha. Needed red. Oh, okay. Interesting. So both of them, we called red Pandora's box there, Charles, and we were only in there for a short time, but he was able to keep it off of red, was gone, and that ended up being a deciding factor there. All right. Well, one game in the books, gone with the victory. On the road, Gold will look on his second homestand to draw the series back even. Ooh, wow, how about that? Gonna go down almost to the cellar.
I mean, man, after my heart, going from high to right straight down to low.
Yeah. We're just kind of looking at the ammunition used in that game here. Seemed like it was fairly even. Yeah, 1 wild +4 each, 2 reverses, 1 skip there for Gon. Not very much on the skips. 3 +2s might have been a difference maker there. 3-0 in favor of Gon. But the ammo distribution.
And we get started with the wild. The bot wants one too.
For the culture. Yep, there it is. There it is.
I thought that was only on the +4.
Well, I think it happens on the +4. It happens on the regular wild. I've seen it happen on skips. I've seen it happen on +2s. I think it's a universal thing now. If it's any type of an ammo card, you draw back on it.
I'm not drawing back on a +2. I'm sorry.
And Charles is giving away his strategy.
I ain't leaving that one open for you. I'm sorry.
Why not?
Something about it depends on who I'm playing for sure.
We're
in the blue though. +4 early.
That's
so basically it's 7-card start. Oh my! What
the heck? Hold on. I look away for 2 seconds and this game's already over. What just happened? Hold on. Was that a plan A? No, that couldn't have been, because Gon drew.
You less than a minute. 56 seconds. That was.
What the? That was a plan A.
You don't know what card you drew.
That was a play. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, to anybody that just tuned in, we just ended off in less than a minute the second game. I was literally looking at my other screen. I turn around and look, and the game is over.
I saw the +4, and I didn't even register the fact that the 4-card run there was ending. What? I got nothing for this one.
The only question I have, I'm looking at this right now. So Gold with a blue 8, blue 2, and then makes the run with the +4 into a double +2 reverse 4. On the drawback there, on the wild, were any of those ammo cards your drawback card, or was it one of the numbers?
Said he didn't know what card he drew, though. That's the thing.
Oh, no clue. It's
a mystery. We got 5 to 10 minutes to fill in.
We'll never know. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, if we end up needing a fastest game here of Toxic 32, we may have a candidate right there. Holy cow. All right. So, series is knotted up 1-1. I'm with you, Charles. I don't really have any other questions outside of that one. So, let's not waste any time. I guess we said this needed to be an expedited series, and they're saying, all right, say less. Right. It is good for Gon. And he's going to get this next homestand here. So gone. No 13 available, but everything else.
I don't. Go ahead. You can ask him. Just make sure to ping him first because he said he had to leave VC for 5 to 10.
Oh, okay.
So there he is.
There he is. Okay, so I'm maybe he's watching stream. Gonna kick this off with 9. Oh, and Xiao says it's his favorite card start. We had somebody else. I want to say it was Nam. No, was it Nam or was it Abian? Somebody else. A couple of days ago was a big fan of 9-card start. I want to say it was Nam. And we're going to start things off here on the green reverse, which we know Charles would play off of. He wouldn't let anybody draw back on.
Well, I was in the +2 specifically.
Well, okay. That's true. You did specify that.
Well, okay. Wow. 333. Okay. Yellow 3 for a rainbow, anybody?
Nope.
Carry 0.
It's been so long since I've seen a Skittles.
DJ Curtis, just fresh off his win in round 2 the other day.
Fresh off commentary earlier on today as well. Into the back round 8. Whittling down numbers here. Gone with the possession advantage. 6 cards apiece. Ooh.
Triple play into the yellow 6.
Interesting. Now the question is, that +4, is it a little too early here? It gets him down to 3, but it does put 4 freshies on the other side. Gold, will he be able to find maybe a wraparound to bring it back to red? Nope, just a double play. Negates half of those 4 fresh cards.
He's going to have to hope that this was not a split ammo play from Gone.
Yes.
He's thinking it is.
Is there a second +4 maybe there, and that's why he felt comfortable playing the first one?
The split ammo play was definitely one thing I thought of in that, the +4. But I mean, it's possible. I'll have to wait and see what Gone's got going.
Does he have
definitely a lot of ammo cards here?
Connector to get over to, what's the other colors we haven't run in? Blue or green? Or well, we were in blue and green for a spell. No.
Oh, no, just cube roots it.
Okay. Oh wow, but he found the color that gold was iced in. Interesting.
Yeah. Only had the 2 cards there for gold.
Yep. And there's the finish. So he just needed the connector there. Interesting. He could have maybe used the power. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Off the +4, could have maybe used the power play there, but ran the risk. It paid off. Nothing on the other side there. Gold was iced out in yellow, so it worked out in his favor to be able to get that 1 remaining yellow and then use the +4 to close it out there. I believe, let me double check on this one. I don't think, was that another plan A? Have we had back-to-back plan A's? We have. We've had back-to-back plan A's, 1 for gold, and now 1 for Gone. Of course, when you've got 2 +4s, it's pretty easy to be able to have a plan A with a 9-card start. Gone, the only thing that I would ask, if you're still able to hear us watching on the stream, is those +4s there, obviously, they're off the draw. You had that situation there with that first +4. Was there any consideration of using the power play to make absolutely certain that whatever could have been on the return wasn't going to bite you and take you away from your game plan? Gold said he only had a +2 on green. Okay. I'm assuming just lopsided on the ammo there, Gold. Nothing on your side to be able to combat. And by the way, this is simultaneous 1 versus 9 seed games going on here, as Vapor versus Brian, I believe, is currently underway.
Yep, they just got started with game number 1.
So we're, in a sense here, we're getting all of our bye players in the respective regions their first taste here of Apocalyptic August. I don't know why in my head I want to say Apocalyptic April. I don't know why. I guess the AP combination, alliteration seems like it would roll off the tongue better, and I have to think to myself, no, we're in August, my guy. Come on. Stop living in the past. All right. Believe Xiao's going to have to indicate in the chat here, as I'm not sure if Gohan is actually watching the stream here. Yep, there we go. Gonna get us started here for this 4th game. Gone up 2-0. And getting ready for his second of back-to-back homestands here. Gold will look to draw it back even once again at 2-2. Rapid play here from both of these individuals here. There's really been no foot on the brake, all gas in these first 3 games. Our highest one just a little under 4.5 minutes, and it seemed like it flew right by in that first game. Gon says,
All right, there's
small, confident he wouldn't find a way to win quickly. Didn't want to use it so early. Fair enough. We've seen a lot of players, myself included, use a power play quite early on here in T5. I don't know, Charles, sense of urgency in trying to establish that momentum there, because we ended up having just earlier this morning, Pac Johnson had a couple of times where he could have used a power play, didn't. Series ends, he hadn't used his power play. You can't take it with you.
I think a lot of it depends on what card you got around it. Obviously, sense of urgency needs to be there. But at the same time, considering that what was in his back pocket was +4 and a green +2, I think there's a lot of ways there that gold wouldn't really be able to hurt him. So I think it's fair enough, but it is one of those stats that you have to have kind of cross your mind a little bit.
As we await to see what Gon's going to choose here for his second homestand. 9 worked out for him. Does he keep it maybe in that mid-tier range, do you think? We ended up seeing gold. He went up tier to 13, then went down to low tier in 6. Do we swap it up here if you're Gon, or do we keep it in that general vicinity?
I think it's, well, there you go, low tier. To be fair, I think I would have kept it in mid, probably in that 9 to probably in that 10 to 12 range is I think what I would have done for him. Because that's what at least has been working.
And we'll start it off
as we
in
get started
yellow.
Normal yellow 8.
Yep. First time in 3 games that we're starting with a normal card start. So we had a wild back in game 2 and a reverse in game 3. Oh, right back there, a little self-ditto from Gold.
Yeah, Ditto's the bot.
Apologies for the
power play already.
Round. What?
Okay. I mean, he's at 6. This is for a 3-1 lead if he's got it.
Remember, though, we ended up seeing him not call the Uno back when he ended up winning that first game. Gotta be sure that.
Why admit that? Why admit that? Just roll with it. Oh, that's why. Oh. Okay.
May have misread.
So we're on a triple +2 if gold has one. No. Couldn't capitalize.
It gone iced out in green.
If my math is correct, gold, you would have only had up to 19 cards there. Well, gold's on definite. I don't think we're in comeback territory. I think gold only went to 19.
I think you're correct. Well, gold makes the swap over here. Not looking at my hand properly because I'm eating. Food can be distracting. Oh, even the move
That's a
over
choice.
into yellow still iced out here for Gone. So now if you're gold, you're going to continue to run in yellow here and just rely on number efficiency, not allow Gone to find a way over into either
Now he reverse
blue or the
draws.
red.
This is interesting choices because these are some interesting ammo cards that I would definitely have wanted to have in my hand if I'm in Draw City.
Yeah.
I mean, if nothing else, also just because you never know if you're going to draw that reverse to be able to change the color.
Yep.
Gets bailed out, and especially because he had the lead too.
Well, doesn't get bailed out. Okay, I was gonna say, like, how many greens did he draw back? Because he was iced out in green before as well. Yeah, there it is. Just had the one green on the drawback. 2-color hand right now. There's the bailout.
Well, and the first trip into red. Logan 3.
Little check play there, double play. +2 into the red 5. Gone already had the possession. This will give him a little bit of breathing space. Ditto play there from gold.
By the way, Brian won game 1 on a 14-card start.
Ooh, boy. We've already had
Vapor at one point
seeded upset
had 4
today.
cards. Vapor at 4 cards left had 3 +2s.
Oh, gosh.
At least at one point in that game. Double reverse, triple play, and for Gone gets to a red 1.
Yeah, into a ditto, if you will, there with the red 1. Light switch by gold. First time we're into blue. Here's the Pandora's box. Gone
Gives Gone check. Well. Oh, that's the reason. Okay.
Yep.
It was a risk.
Brings him
a
back.
Calculated risk.
Into another ditto as well with the blue 6M. Gone, finds one of them back there. Trying to get back to check here. Can he find check? He can't. Oh, wow, he found the end!
Winner.
What the heck? Hold on. So that means that off the +2, he got 2 more blues. The odds of that are very rare. You usually have that one outlying card in another color. The fact he was able to get 2 of the color he was trying to finish out in, that is, I don't know, stats guy, how often would that happen?
If I'm playing it, the odds of it happening are about 90% because it seems to always happen with me.
Oh, okay. Give me your luck then. Give me yours and Gon's luck then, please.
I never have it happen where it never happens for me where it's like, oh yeah, we'll just go. I will like +4 someone and somehow they end up with a 4-card run to the end, and it's like, what the heck?
Great point there from Gold. The power play burnt. Gold still has his intact, but down 3-1. And yeah, it definitely looks like blue was certainly the Pandora's box color, as both of them, that's all they had left, was just blue down there to the end. And the advantage with Gone of having less cards in his hand there to be able to get to the finish line first. Well, Gone's now going to be on the road. Gold's going to have the home field advantage here. And we'll see what he's going to go for here with his power play still intact.
I mean, do we want to ask Gone about like what the thought process was originally with the power play? Because obviously he said he goofed it up.
Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Gone, what were you seeing when you did it? Because I've done the thing of like call power play and goofed it up, but did you think we're on a different color and like mapped it out differently, or?
While Gun's answering that, again, apologies for my dogs in the background. I gave a warning during the Johnson versus Llama match. They were going to be barking in the background. I can't do anything about it. One has a really big mouth, and the other one decides that their mouth needs to be bigger, so... Ian has some really hot chicken. My eyes pitch just read my hand.
They had a red. Okay, fair enough.
Thought he had a red +2.
I mean, I've done it where like I've goofed up a power play. I did even, I think last tournament I called power play and I then realized, oh shoot, I don't actually have the run. Then I just bailed myself out by like, okay, well we'll just make it be a color swap power play.
Well, Gold chooses to go to the cellar. 5-card start here for this 5th game. A must-win situation, but still has the power play. Does VeriGold. And that message there from Gone filled me with a sense of sadness for him, but also jealousy. Man, I'd love some hot chicken right now. I mean, are we talking hot as in temperature or hot as in spicy? Because if it's spicy chicken, I'm coming to Ireland. I'm coming for lunch. Oh man, come on!
Let's hop on a plane the moment we're done here.
Gosh!
Let's hop on a plane the moment we're done.
You're darn right. yeah, same. I'm in the same boat.
I've got I've got leftover Applebee's in the kitchen. That's, I think, going to be my lunch today. That's what this is telling me.
There you go. I would ask you what it is, but I don't want to know because it's probably just going to make me more hungry.
Yeah, it might. Did you see the new Applebee's ads? I
did not.
Okay. I saw one of the ads. I'm like, you know what? Applebee's sounds good tonight. It's chicken Parmesan fettuccine.
I'm going to murder this man. I'm going to murder everybody here just to take their lunches.
Trip 7, we're going to the casino apparently as well. We just got Jackpot June.
Hey, you guys go to the casino. I'll be in the restaurants. Double play there from Gone. He just said his brother got back from America and his present was Buc-ee's hot sauce. I've yet to go to a Buc-ee's. That's still on my bucket list. I don't get down south often enough to go to one.
Nom's trying to tempt you with donuts, apparently.
Gosh. I'm being tortured here. Why did I show up?
We got a double skip into a draw from Gold. It's interesting play. Oh, ultimate check from Gone.
Oh, can't do anything.
And
Gold
that is going to be it.
Yellow reverse to close it out, and just like that, everyone can go get lunch. No, anyway, Gold is going to get the series 4-1.
I mean, Gone's got the series 4-1.
What did I say?
You said Gold.
Of course I did. I'm hungry. I'm delirious.
I mean, they both start with G-O.
They do. They're both 4-letter words. 4-1.
I'm sure Gold wishes it was a 4-1 in his favor.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Wow. Crazy series. This entire series was less than 15 minutes. We talked about there was that sense of urgency against the clock. I guess guess we definitely met that. Average time, a little under 3 minutes per game. And second time here today, an upset in terms of the seeding rankings, as we had a 7-2 upset earlier on at 11, and now a 9-1 seed upset in the tunnel region. VeriGold still, with this loss, has a good chance of advancing into Super League, but Gone in the rookie class, making a real good case for himself to make his first appearance in Super League.
Yeah,
we have 50
definitely.
minutes before my hard deadline. All right, it's a best of 11. Here we go. No, I'm kidding. We've got the time. Definitely things I could have done better. Card luck favored you a good bit. 9-3 on the +2s. Yeah, I mean, I think that was maybe a huge deciding factor. There was the +2s. We saw for the most part everything else fairly even. The wild +4s, Gone had the advantage by 1. The regular wilds, Gone had the advantage by 1. But there's not a whole lot in it. Those +2s, though, they're killer, especially when you've got yourself close to that red zone, close to nearly being able to close it out, and they draw you back. And I think there were a couple of times that Gone was able to stack those +2s, so it made Gold's job even tougher. The drives were amazing. Yes, they definitely were. Well, Gold, I mean, obviously now, unfortunately, being eliminated here from Apocalyptic August, you're kind of waiting in the wings to see what your chances are advancing to Super League. You're not completely eliminated. There is still a percentage chance where you're going to be able to advance into Super League here. But is there any takeaways that you can have here from this series? You mentioned about some things you could have done better. Are those some things that, if you were able to advance into Super League here, that will be stuff that you'll kind of call upon in those type of playoff games? And Gone, obviously, as well, you know, we talk about momentum. We talk about momentum, and you had a lot of momentum coming into T5 after a great T4. You were able to advance here into this round of 32, and now you're moving on to the round of 16. Just how much confidence is this giving you now heading into facing off against Myth?
And talk to us about the idea of the rematch there against Myth, actually.
Is that a rematch?
Well.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Gone beat Myth earlier this year, actually.
Well, we ended up having a matchup. I think it was the third time they had matched up against each other with Abian and Nam, and that one was very interesting because I was completely lost. I didn't have a clue what either one of them were doing. They were trying to show so many different reads to each other since they kind of knew each other very well. If we're having ourselves a rematch here between Gone and Myth, it may be the same thing where I'm just going to be a spectator and trying to figure out what the heck is happening.
If that one's one, I apparently have missed it because I don't even have the Abian and Nam faced each other. Maybe earlier this year, but I don't think that was the third round of them, other than maybe like practice cups.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's the quotes.
Gone says, I said before, momentum can be a big factor. Had no momentum coming into August after my 2 tournament misses. Very glad to start building it up. Props to Gold. Hope to meet him in Super League, which there could be a chance of that. Gold says got messed up by the +2s pretty bad. Played decently. Wasn't too much he could have done under the circumstances. Granted, probably fine with his odds going into Super League, but not too happy about this outcome. Regardless, good luck to Gone. I don't know, Charles. I'll be honest, I didn't have this on my bingo card for this one ending as quickly as it did. This was looking like it was going to be a pretty down the middle in terms of momentum and everything, and ultimately it really came down to who had the ammunition there. We saw it all across the board with the card starts here too.
Yeah, for sure. As Gone says, that he and Myth have a lot of history in this server, at least. That's a rematch of the Final Four from Automotive April, ironically enough. As Gone the winner 6-4.
You mean Apocalyptic April, huh?
Yeah, totally. But yeah, so many times it's, especially with quick series, it's usually where it ends up seeming to come from is who had the ammo and it being lopsided. That said, I mean, I think realistically, it's a lot more even than you would have thought based on the fact it was a 4-1. I mean, the only spot where they were really widespread was Gone had massive edge in +2s and in reverses. So, Gone definitely got a little bit more favor on that. Gold just couldn't get him the right spots to use them. It is what it is. I mean, Gold, thankfully, I guess, from his side, he was in the top 16 beforehand, so it's not a matter of hoping that what he's done was enough to move him in. More just hoping that what he did was enough to keep him in.
Yes.
So
he'll definitely be keeping a close eye on what transpires for the remainder here of Apocalyptic August, as Gone is going to be moving on. Here's a look at that bracket there. Myth waiting in the wings. Gone will join him in the Swarm 16 here in the Tunnel region. Second seeded upset of the day. Do we have a quick update on the Vapor Brian matchup?
Tied 1-1 last I saw.
Okay, so we'll be interested to see how that one plays out. It's our final game of the day. This our final streamed game of the day. Thank you all for tuning into our coverage. Thank to Zhao for being our referee. For Charles for joining me here on commentary. Congratulations to Gone as he will look to continue to advance here in T5 of the 2025 MRE Uno tournament. We'll see you guys for the rest of this week as we continue on our coverage of the Toxic 32 here on the MRE Uno YouTube channel.
This has been a presentation of MRE Uno Division 1.